What's up, guys? Petko here. I am coming with a very sad news. Once again, my apologies for the dooming, but Shaman just received some nerf, chat. Unfortunately for us, yet another round of changes. This time around are much bigger than last week, nerfing our single target and our AoE by a large margin. Well, we're gonna talk about it today. I'm gonna show you guys what exactly they've done and tell you guys what I think about it. First thoughts. All right, so first thing first, Lightning Bolt was nerfed by 3%. That's not gonna impact you as much because you never really casted Lightning Bolt in single target, never in AoE. This could, technically impact the Lightning build better, but just the way I see things right now, nobody plays Lightning build, so that's whatever. Completely unnecessary, but 3% not a big deal. The lava burst damage here is gonna be absolutely huge. ELE blast as well, absolutely huge for AoE and single target. Just for a comparison, look at my overall damage here. So 750k comes from 750 million comes from lava burst. If you remove 25% of that, it's like what 170 million down. So minus 170 million only from lava burst. That's gonna impact your single target by big time. And then Elemental Blast also gets to be nerfed by 25%. So that's actually huge. Earthquake by 15%. Flame Shock 15%. So all of this is gonna net you for large nerfs. You're still gonna be decent, but you're not gonna be as OP anymore. You know? Very sad to say that, but I believe that's pretty much because of the raid performance here that we get a massive hit for single target. Some AoE as well, but yeah. Overall, huge changes. Thunderstrike word got buffed. Nobody cares about that. Nobody plays it. Another nerf here. You're gonna get twice the less haste from splintered elements now than before. Only 10% instead of 20. Again, more targets are better. Earthshock got buffed, but nobody plays that anyway. Yeah. Power of the Maelstrom, another useless talent. Now apparently it's gonna be high more chance to have it. Useless as fuck. This might reintroduce the chain lighting build because with this build you're gonna cast more often chain lightings. So this might be back depending if they're gonna tune chain lighting further to make it do more damage or at least generate more Maelstrom. But this is not a bad thing because you do cast lightning lava burst quite often, so chain lighting technically can be a viable substitution. So far, again, things could most definitely change, but so far. Ice Fury initial damage was increased by 85. Honestly, this doesn't really matter. Most of the time, if not all the time, the damage from Ice Fury is insignificant. I'm gonna show you here in this key as a sample. Ice Fury did 0.7% of my overall. And I was gonna do like extra 15 millions, whatever. LMT is now a 24-second city. Oh, it's 30-second city, but if you account for totemic surge minus 6 seconds, now it's gonna be 24. You know, I guess it's not live yet here to see, but yeah, 24 is actually good because that ensures you to have LMT for every single pool. Whether or not you're gonna cast it twice in a pool, I don't think so because let's be honest, the LMT doesn't do enough damage unless your Flame Shock falls off. Then sure, but it's gonna definitely help you. It's a quality of life change. I like that. Earth and Rage, another useless talent, got buffed. Nobody plays that anyway. You perhaps want to give it a try. And then Lava Burst from Primordial Wave also got nerfed quite heavily. I think it's like around 30% nerf, I would say, even more than that from it. So now they're gonna do only 50% of the regular damage. So another nerf here, and then there's a bunch of issues here that got fixed. Result an issue causing lava surge chances to trigger to increase when Searing Flame is talented. That was the bug before. If you didn't play Searing Flames, this one, you were doing less damage. So yeah. And then a bunch of quality of life changes here changed. If you guys want, you can read them, but neither of this would increase or decrease the damage by a big margin. I guess the biggest thing here would be resolve an issue where Earthquake overload damage to be higher than intended. So that's even less damage on Earthquake right now. So honestly, I'm gonna give you my initial thoughts about it. I've already spoke about that on Discord. I'm just about to go live in the following moments to talk to you guys on Twitch. But genuinely speaking, this is gonna be extremely unhealthy for ELE. I'm gonna tell you why do I think that. It's because ELE, in my opinion, yes, they were performing quite better than most of the DPS picks, but you gotta keep in mind that Elemental Shaman itself, in the current position, was favored to be part of the meta, right? Just because of their damage patterns. So not only you got really good single target, but your funnel was really good. Private damage when you do AoE was good. Split target damage 2 and 3 target massive AoE was great. Now this performance itself, the nerf of everything here, yes, it will look huge, but in a grand scheme of things, compared to most other classes, you are still gonna be, in my opinion, above average. But above average doesn't mean impressive, neither means OP. Above average for Shaman means like you might still struggle to get invited into keys, but you're gonna do way better than you were doing before, in that sense. You're still gonna likely match or be better than the performance of Dragonflight. For the tuning yet to determine, but again, your viability has dropped significantly. Now, there are specific things here that I would like to go further into details, saying that in my opinion, these nerfs were justified because they were doing already better than most of the classes, but they're too big. The Lava Burst nerf was too big, ELE Blast nerf way too big, so I do expect some compensation buffs on the way, just because a lot of spec got nerfed, for example, last week, and this week they received some compensation. For example, Frost Decay has been buffed right now. Frost Decay was already close to the performance of ELE Shaman, if not the same, or if not better in some cases, and Frost Decay received buffs, you know? So yeah, I would like to see that being adjusted. Perhaps I'm gonna try different builds. I wanna see, I wanna try to get back to using my Stormkeeper / Chain Lightning build to see if that's actually gonna impact you in any sense. But overall speaking, I'm not really too fond of the change itself. I do believe that it was way too big, and it's gonna, right now, I believe somebody on Discord posted some kind of a graph that I could take a look here, saying that right now Shaman is in kind of the middle of the tree, also on in rate. You just give me a second. There's some kind of a document here. Yeah, I think it was this one. Somebody linked it in a chat in my Discord, so I'm gonna show you guys what it means. So this is pretty much the value of your single target damage. As you can see, last week we were almost 1.2. 1.2 pretty much means like on the upper bracket right here. After the most recent changes, now we are 967, which means we are on a lower end of the specs right now, together with Enhance. And as you can see, Demolock was 933, and now they're 1.2. So Demolock went from one of the lowest to one of the highest in a matter of a hotfix. So there's still chance of them, you know, trying to change some things or like balance it more, but I'm quite honestly a little bit disappointed with the decision they've made. I will talk about that more on stream, but I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Take care, have a good one, see you guys on stream. Much love, and don't lose hope, chat. Still more weeks until the season starts. There could be more tuning.